All right, Joe Clyde, AscensionPathway.com, Evan Fain YouTube channel. This is Saturday, January 31st, 2015. If you looked on yesterday's report, we showed the weather report. We want to show you what's going on. They sprayed all day yesterday, all night, even into this morning to keep this thing going. You can see, let me just show you the mountain range here. You can see the haze. There might be some moisture in there. All that light stuff from the man-made rain. But you can still see the soot. Here is the southern sky. I just want to show you the grid work. It's all breaking apart. See it up in there? It's all breaking apart. Sun's out. So the grid collapses. Still hear a jet up there now. You can see how the grid is falling apart. As you can, over here you can see the stuff falling from the sky. And this is real low. Real low. Look how low that is. Okay, they made it rain. They're going to keep up with the script. We're going to be watching them. Just want to show you the grid, how it broke apart. And we'll be keeping an eye on them. And we'll be keeping an eye on them to see what they do today. Because it said cloudy today, according to the report. Sunny for tomorrow. Okay? I'm just going to show you the grid work. How it's all falling apart. The northern sky is starting to clear up first. Western sky. Southern sky. That's still really heavily dense into there. And we got the eastern skies. We go all the way around. You can see how the grid work has broken apart. Okay, we're back. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. Saturday, January 31st, 2015. And after the man-made storm over the last couple days, we've already documented how they did it prior to the rainstorm. How they sprayed over and over, got it to rain. How the weather report contradictory, but this is the last of what is going on. Okay, as I point up in the sky, these people think these are real clouds. Possibly there might be some moisture. As you look over here, you can see the wisps. All right, I'm gonna slowly pan back, and I want to show you this. Look at this leftover trail. See that? All these wisps up in here. I'm standing right above it. I'm going to back it off so you can see. That's all laid over wisps that was all laced over top of the man-made clouds here. See how they lace that? You can tell by the fin work. Right over the top. That's now back in here. See that line just laced in there? And then the jet just turned off his plumes. Now why is that? You see that nice little layer he's put in there? He just spewed that right in that area right there. Now why? Look, it's already dispersing. To add to the mix. See that? Why, God, people. Just adding to more crap that we didn't need. They made it rain the last couple of days, and then they're still spraying. Camera difficulties again, but here you see the plume. See how it dispersed? And he only laced it to here, and then he stopped. And then he headed out as I watched him over into that leftover man-made clouds from the storm. Still hear jets everywhere, but I can't see them. Either they're way high up or they're not. They're still caught in the plume above me, but I want to give you another good look. Of that plume. As it disperses right before our eyes. To make it look like cloud coverage, try to make it look like that. You can see the gray starting to come down off the bottom of that. You can see as the grid breaks up in that northern sky. You can see the fin work back in there. See that? Look at the fin work. Now that's the clouds already busted up into nice fin work. Probably no enucleation in there. As the rain, the man-made rain clouds break apart. There's the finned work back in there. So we know those ain't clouds. Still back in there, all part of the grid that's all breaking apart. Up in here you can see the wisps all above us. There, you see it? Okay. Sun, white, should be yellow, keep telling you that. Anyway, we're gonna be back to see how much more they spray. I was only gone for a minute or two, and look at another sky marking right in there. See how it ended? Right above that lower plume. You can see the gray on the other side of the sun. That's the soot falling. The white catching the reflection off the sun. And then this guy blasting a plume to mark the sky. See? We know it's chemtrail activity. Because how does the plume just stop there? Think about that. Okay, another sky marking. They're getting ready to spray some more. That would be my guess. Look how thick that is. That way the pilots know where to spray. Let me back it off. You see the wisp up there. Another marking point, see that? So you got a mark there, a mark there. And there's another marking trail right there. See how they're marking that sky? This could be all blue. Look at the leftover wisp down here. That's the soot falling from the so-called rain. So then we got another batch over there. And another batch over there. Those are really low. That's why they're dark. Then in the background there, you can see the soot falling out of those clouds. Because it's already so low, so dark. They've been spraying so dense. 2 days worth of spraying non-stop here. Northern Arizona. There you see the marking up there. And that's just in the northern sky, and that's a little bit to the northwest. So we're gonna keep an eye on and see what they do. And then as I pan to that eastern sky, look at the grid break up back in that horizon there. You can see how they had the grid perfectly aligned as it all breaks apart. Interesting, huh? Yeah, tell your friends. Now we're back to that southern sky where that finned work is. Just look at that finned work of that grid. I just got to show you that because it's so incredible that people think those are clouds. Just so incredible. Just want to show you another look at that. Alright, we're back. I want to show you what happened to that marking plume. It's right in there. It's right in there. You see how it all kind of blends together? And that stuff that's gray underneath there, that's already so low. The soot is falling. The leftover soot. Yep. That's where that other marking is. And the other one up here is already covered by that plume. See how they just kind of blend it in? And then as I pan it back here, excuse me, you can see this big trail that we documented earlier. See how the wisp, it's already breaking apart into wisps. See that? It's already breaking apart. Then there's one below it. See that one below it there? And then there's even another one way back in there. See it back there? See how they covertly just kind of smuggle those trails in there so it all disperses into clouds, or what you say are clouds. See how they did that? Alright, we're back. We want to show you those trails again. Look how they're all starting to come together. There's that big one where that jet way in the horizon turned off his plume. That's that one right there. See the soot falling from there? That's a little bit lower. That's why it's dark. Couple balls of soot hanging there. But the main thing that I want to show you is how the two trails are coming together. Back in there. There's 3 trails. See that? Look at the soot up there. It's already fallen. That's because it's closer to me, and it's already lower. That's why it has that color. But look at the crap back in there. If you look real hard, you'll see another fresh trail way back. There it is. See it way back in there. And look at the fin work on the bottom one already dispersing. But you see that one way in the back. Right there. Fan it back. So we're going to keep an eye on that. That's just one section of the sky that I'm showing you. Okay. Gonna pan it back, get a better look. You can see the bombs up there. There's another one. Those are all left over from earlier spraying. They made it rain. You can see the soot, the different colors underneath there. See that? How the sun's reflecting on it? See how that works? Yep. Yes, sirree. And here's a good example of the soot starting to fall out of this bunch of clouds. See it? How it's all bundled up in there so the sun can't really get a lot of light in there? And the soot's falling. Look at that soot. That's why people have respiratory problems. We've already coined it pneumosootitis. And when it lingers for more than three weeks, it's pneumosootosis. Just to let you know. Yeah. Got my first glimpse right here of this guy. There he is. I'm going to show you his plume. It's got to be the new mix. Let me back it off. Let me show you. All right, see how it's dispersed? It's just not symmetrical. Breaks apart. Curves a little. Let me back it off so you can see it. See that straight line? He just came over the top. Bunch of breakups into little wisps, so people think they're leftover clouds. Yeah, see that? They bring it into little wisps. See how that just broke apart? See that there? See how he's doing that? He's gonna cloud up the sky, that son of a bitch. Oh well, we're gonna get it all today. We're gonna show you just how they do it. I don't know if you can see this, but the guy just left another plume alongside there. See that? And then he turned it off. He's turning it on and off. See how he's paralleled that? See that? Now look at the plume this guy's still spraying. That's the same one we just documented all the way down into the horizon. Oh, wow. They're trying to damn us to make the weather report come true. Alright, we're back on that trail. Do you see how he just kind of laced it over top of those sooty clouds that we know is soot? See the gray? Look at the trail. All the way up. Look how it's dispersing into little, what you would say, cloud-like formations. And it's not clouds. We know it's all chemtrail. That's where it finally ends, right there. So if you follow it, it's all in the part of the trails. It all disperses to confuse the people to thinking that it's real clouds. There's your documentation, people. And I just saw this guy blow through here, went right through there, turned it off, turned it back on, went through the plume, and there he is right there. Look at the type of plume that guy's lacing, on and off, on and off. Where is he? There he is. He laid plume, now he's not. As if he just wanted to lace it over that cloud. See how they're doing that? He laced it right over that plume. There's the other chemtrail there, already dispersed. See how they're connecting plume to plume? That big plume there? We're going to connect it with all that crap there. Yep. We'll watch and document. Then he turned it back on again. There he is in the horizon. Spraying again, probably to mark the sky. See that? I didn't get a look at see who he was, but initially it looked like a silver bullet. There's the old plume. Now, back in that southern sky, guy just laced another plume back in there. Try to connect what's left to the grid, make it partly cloudy. See it? Yeah, we can document everything that they do, so people can understand what they're doing. Now here's one with no plume. See if we can get that, see what he is. Could be a passenger jet, could be a silver bullet with empty tanks. We don't know. But we just want to document the good with the bad. And lo and behold, we got a red bad boy. No plume. Empty tanks after a hard day's work of spraying for the last couple of days, 3 days, and we got it documented. See the red bad boy with the silver wings? He's got a special nozzle attachment on the back. We know this. I'm going to fade him out. You can see how covertly they're doing it. Alright, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Here's what we're going to show you. Look at the black soot under that. People think that's clouds. No, the white's on the top, the black soot's on the bottom. See the black soot? And look at there. Another jet coming out of the plume. Let's see if we can make out who he is. He's too far away. But he's sure in a hurry. Wow, as he heads right into that plume. See how they're connecting the plumes? And it's the fast dissipating mix. You're getting a good picture of the soot underneath the clouds. As that'll all be black. Even the white on the top, it'll all be black tonight. Because it only has the sun to produce the white effect. Yeah, I lost that jet. He's inside that soot. Or clouds. Cloud-like formations. Cloudoids. Maybe that's a good name for it. Cloudoid. Like cloud-like. Alright, it's a little after 2 in the afternoon. Look at the heart-shaped cloudoid. But what's important here is the black soot facing me and the white not facing. But at the top there, the right-hand top, see how it looks like it's glowing? That's the wisp breaking apart from the cloudoid. And you can see how thick it is right up in there. Look at that. It's a lighter gray and then a darker gray as the thickness just continues as it drops from the sky. Look at that. You gotta get a look at this in this eastern sky. Look how that grid looks. Wow. I've never seen anything like that ever. On second look, I'm going to zoom right into the center of that. Looks like the clouds, the cloudoids are embedded right into that haze of a grid. Wow. Wow. Here's that same heart-shaped cloud. Just a few moments later, you can see the heart-shaped formation's gone, and it's lower. Look how low as it falls on us. So if you think these are clouds, guess again. Look at the soot on the backside of those clouds. You can see the different thickness right inside the cloudoid. Wow. Now get a look at these clouds in the southern sky. Look how low that's dropping. Look how thick that soot is. Wow. And then this one, look how low that is. That's only got to be a few thousand feet in the air. See that? Look at where the trees are. And look how thick that is. If it was real clouds, it'd be all white through there. Wow. There's part of a leftover chem trail that went through there that we documented earlier. There it is there. Just let you see. They're still spraying. And check out this bomb. This is in the southwestern sky. Look at the color in that. You can see the soot falling from the sky. So we know it's not clouds. It's all been man-made, all manufactured. But I want to show you what's in the center of that. Look at this. Get a good look. Right inside the soot. See that? Wow. And this was that heart-shaped formation that's all broken up now. So I panorama, you can see the stuff that's away from the sun is black. And all this white stuff they think are clouds, it'll all be black by tonight. As it falls from the sky, you can see the wisps up here as the clouds are breaking apart. It's all dispersing, falling on us. Chemtrail activity back in there, add to the grid. See, it just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. This will all be black. And it's only a little quarter after 2. Now back in that horizon again, I'm going to zoom over here where you can see the soot falling from the sky. And that's not rain, people. That's the chemtrails they've been spraying for the last 3 days. Constantly. Look at that soot falling from the sky as you breathe it into your lungs. It goes right to your brain, calcifies your pineal gland, disrupts all your hormonal systems, all your glandular systems. Look at that bomb sitting up there. Come on, those ain't clouds. Look at that formation in there. See that? My God, it's time for people to wake up. All right, look at this guy. And he just turned off his plumers. Look at him go like a bat out of hell. Now he's turning it back on a little bit. As he streaks across the sky, looks like the new mix. Completely over the blue. Check out the tail, that'll give you an indication on who he is. Look at the plume. Wait, just wait till I show you the plume. I'm going to back him off a bit. And he shut off the plume. See that? He shut it down. Look how long he just sprayed that one area and then shut it down. And he's way up in there. See the on and off spraying? I can't find him. He's in there though. But did you see what he just did? On and off spraying. On and off spraying. And then he just turned it on again. See that? Three o'clock. One just went east and west. This guy's heading south to north. And you can see the little bit of invisible plume he's got there. He's been spraying it on and off. So it's hard to say who he really is. We'll keep an eye on him for just a second. Well, there he goes. Alright. Anyway, we just want to document that. Now this looks like your typical passenger jet. No plume. Real slow. Real slow. Low and no plume. Oh, he got away from me. Anyway, want to dock? Alright, it's about 3:15. I'm outside the rec center here in Cottonwood, Arizona. And I just want to show you people that you think these were clouds, okay? They're not. Look how low this bomb is from me. I swear it's not that high. It's got to be 1,000 feet or so. Look how low as that black soot just falls through the sky. Look how deep. I'm going to pan it back. I'm going to show you again how close this is. It's falling right on us. Let me pan that right in there. Look at the soot on the bottom as it falls. And look how thick that bomb is. Look how thick. How low. Look at the shit falling from the sky. And people think it was just rain clouds, leftover rain clouds, which it's not. We've been documenting everything since they started bringing the rain in 3 days ago with the heavy spraying. And in the background you can see, look at all the soot on the bottom of those cloudoids. That's what I call them now. Because they're not real clouds, they're cloud-like. And look at the soot falling. That's not rain, that's soot. That's that black shit that's falling right out of the sky. And look at this bomb down here. Look at that. It's almost like a funnel. See that? And there's no wind. Alright? If there is, it's very little. And we'll be back to show you how all this white stuff will all be black. Alright, we're back. Joe Clyde, AscensionPathway.com, Evan Fain YouTube channel. Around 4:30 Saturday, January 31st. And here's what I want to show you, people. You thought they were real clouds. These are the same white clouds that passed over from the south going north. And look at the soot just falling. Okay? It's not rain. Look at the soot in there. Just falling from the sky. Wow. See that? And that's real low, too. Real low. Watch me focus it in. Watch me focus it in. Look how low that is. This is the stuff that breaks off into little tiny particles we're breathing. That's why everybody is sick. And if you got the flu shot, I feel extra sorry for you, because this just enhances the live flu virus that you got in the shot. Please do not get a flu shot. If you have any friends that are pregnant, don't have them get the flu shot. Autism rates are super high. Then mixed with this crap, this aluminum, when you breathe it in through your nose. Oh my God, look how thick that is. Okay, we'll be back when all this will be black later. Alright, we're back on Saturday, January 31st, 2015. You can see clearly how all the white clouds are all turning black. Still see some of that orange and pink, but it's all turning black. Some blue out there, but look in that back horizon. This is kind of cool. Way in the back. Way back there. It almost looked like the bomb went off. Look at the 3 different layers. See that? Wow, 4, 5. Wait, we're going to count the layers. Got one big bomb there. You can see the soot falling from the bottom layer. Then there's another layer there. You can see because they've been spraying for 3 straight days. Another layer there. Another layer there. Another layer. That's how thick. And another layer there. My God, look at that soot. Anyways, the sky's all getting dark as the sun goes down. So goodbye white clouds. Again, white clouds a fallacy. They're not really white. It's just the sun's reflection. This is gonna, you can see all the shit falling from the sky here. Look at that. Right on us. Wow. And I'll pan it back so you can kind of get a good perspective. There you go. This is what our government is doing to us under globalist control. As now I go to that northern sky, you can see it almost. See, it almost looks like a, I don't know what you would call it, something out of Star Trek, like a time, almost like the what they call that Nexus on that one Star Trek movie. But anyway, you can see all the clouds as the reflection through there. You get that color. But on the bottom, it's all getting black. We're going to be back here later just to show you how all the white clouds are really black. You can see the soot falling on us. Look at that. Okay? Again, proof again that the white clouds were not really white. They're really black. Alright, we're back to close out this segment for January 31st, Saturday, 2015. Just want to show you how black that is back in there. Look how dark that is. I got this set at a light settings, but so it's darker than what you actually see. You can see the soot falling from the sky. All the clouds that was all white are now all black and gray. Okay, there's a little bit of white you might see in there, but that's just it's actually gray. It's just I got my camera on light so you can see everything. As I pan into the northern sky, look at this. Look how thick that is. These were all white clouds. People say, oh yeah, it was cloudy today. No, it's all black soot. Look back in there. You can see the color reflection from the sunlight still going in, and we already know what color that is. We already know what that's from. See it down in there? We already know what that is. Okay, so we're not being tricked at all in this. And then, in that western sky, off of Mingus Mountain, I'm going to show you this. Okay, look at that from the fulcrum point. Look at that color. Come on. Since when does it turn to that color? You can see the soot in the clouds. In the cloudoids, that's what I call them now, fake clouds. You can see the soot on top of the mountain just falling. See that? These are not rain clouds, people. They made it rain. This is the leftover soot. All these clouds were once white today, and it continues to fall. They made it so thick as we documented with all the layers. Get a good look. I'm going to be back just before dark, just to show you how dark this really is.